Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast. I am your host, Author Nikki Nicole. Here I believe in winning together and creating a safe, supportive space for people to share their stories and start their healing journey. My passion is to help people confront hidden battles, embrace their truths, and take steps towards a more fulfilling life. Every episode is designed to break the silence on topics that often go unspoken, leading to conversations that uplift, inspire, and transform. Join me as we break the barriers and find strength through shared experiences, one story at a time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. I'm your host, Author Nikki Nicole, and this is the platform where the light shines on incredible people who are doing great things and making a difference in the world. Together, we will uncover untold stories, break barriers, and challenge the norms to inspire change. So get ready to be inspired, learn, and join this movement as we break the silence on issues that matter the most and bring awareness to great people in the world. So let's dive into today's episode. Today's guest is Therron Dumas. Man, I had the pleasure of meeting him in person, and when I tell you it was amazing, I actually interviewed him on the red carpet, y'all. My very first red carpet in Atlanta, Georgia. He is a multi-award-winning actor, writer, and director that has been involved with over 60 projects. He's a founder. Man, he wears a lot of hats, y'all. But I'm not going to tell you all the good stuff. I'm going to let him tell you the rest about him. So, after the countdown, please welcome this amazing man to the platform. How you doing?
I'm sorry, how are you?
I'm doing well. So for the audience, tell them a little bit about yourself that I haven't already said about you.
Well, I am, like you said, actor, writer, director, and producer now. Just started off as an actor, and I don't know. I mean, well, originally from Newark, New Jersey. Now I'm residing in outskirts of Atlanta. I'm in Conyers, Georgia now. And I mean, I don't know. I'm still, I've been doing it for 13 years. I'm still kind of getting used to it and whatnot. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you tell me. I mean, I'm still trying to do my thing. I'm trying to make it like everybody else. It's just
I know that's right.
evidently. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So how did you and the big stream meet?
My oldest daughter was being submitted for modeling, and she saw that it was what you call it, for a male actor, and she was like, "Daddy, you should do this. You want to do this?" I'm like, "No," So that wasn't on my radar. I didn't want to be no actor. You know how some people just grow up. I've been acting since I was 5. I was 38 when I started. I'm like, no. And of course, still sent my photo and my military background and my martial art background, and I can hold a tune when I need to. So I was interested enough on paper that they reached out to me. So, I'm not crazy. So I was like, well, you know what, let me go ahead and see what it's about. So fast forward a little bit, I ended up getting chosen to be an assassin in the movie for Terrence Howard at the time. But something happened behind the scenes to where, didn't really want his likeness to be shown in the movie. And then so the movie never came out. But I got bit by the bug. And, I found myself, I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do this, even though, I heard stuff during my first, foray at it that, could have made most people walk away. Because like, you keep making the same facial expressions. You're not an actor. I'm saying to myself, you call me. You right. I'm not. I could have walked off and was like, I might want to do this anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's how I felt. I'm like, you gonna tell me I'm not an actor, but you call me. I'm not. But I'm from Newark, so we don't just bow down. So I was like, okay, I got something for you. So I just went with it, ran with it. I mean, I ran with it because I was still up north in the DMV area, and I started hustling myself. After a while, it went from me trying to get in movies to me being in movies. It seemed like every week everybody was like, "How are you getting in all of these, movies and such?" Don't worry about it. I got I got the method. The method worked for me. So now we talking 13 years, and I think I just did my 64th move. Well, yeah. Well, this one was a series. So yeah, I gotta say project or production. So yeah. So 64 and counting.
I love it, man. So now for an actor, to me, it should be hard to get into some of these roles because I don't know if you've been through a role where you had to show some type of emotion, but in those roles, how do you get into a role where you have to cry or you have to be really angry, and then or take you to a place that some people have to think about things.
Right.
You have to think about things to get you to that emotion, or you just one of those ones that's just natural.
I can kind of snap into it, but I'm usually the villain. So a lot of, we'll just say, life circumstances, will have me there quicker than most people. Hell, sometimes I was on my way out the door and already in character. We'll just say that. So when I got there, yeah. So when I get there, I'm already ready. So, but it was harder for me to do nicer roles because I've been the bad guy for so long. Like I was number 2 most hated man on Tubi last year for about 9 months for the movie Under His Control. And and it's so different from my real demeanor because people are like, I'm looking at you in this movie and I know you in real life. And it's like, it's crazy how you can flip-flop and make it so believable. I'm like, well, that's a part of acting. But yeah, I think it was more trickier for me to be emotional because I'm not emotional like that in real life. So my demeanor is calm and mellow anyway. Like, I grew up, my father's side of the family, that was the lovey-dovey side. But my mother and my grandmother on that side of the family, I know, we know we love each other, but we not the ones, oh, I love you. We don't be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But we know, you know what I'm saying? So it was harder for me to do that transition. I mean, once I did it, I was like, okay, cool. Because it just felt awkward at first. But when I see myself, I was like, okay, all right, I could do it. And then I even said with this year, I'm trying to do more nicer roles. So like I'm playing a pastor. I just did a series called Marriage Rehab where I had to be romantic and all of that. Then I just did another movie, Love and Deceit 2, where they got me dancing and crawling on the floor for my wife. So yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting this year.
Yeah, this definitely is a different route. Yeah.
I love it. So, with you doing over 60 projects, ranging from web series to national television, how do you choose which project to invest your time in and your talent in?
I need to know the synopsis because I used to be, when I was earlier in the game, you would take anything, just to, to be in something. Now, yeah, I'm way more selective. Like I just can't be in a movie. I'm not really too worried. Well, I am worried about the character, but I need to know the whole concept and content and synopsis of the movie. Like, is it like I'm trying to think of the word for it. Is it like let's say something like a movement? Like I was a director for Ego Entertainment's I Survived Suicide. That was a real, those are real stories about real ladies. So that, has a special place in my heart because, real stories. So it's just the fact that, I'm directing, I was in it, for a quick second, but I'm directing these young ladies' lives, four survived, but then you had that last one that didn't, you know what I'm saying? And we looking at the video recording of that. Yeah. So it's like, it depends. It depends on the subject matter. Like, I'm not going to just, my character may be tight, but what's the whole story? Because I don't just be, the only good character in the film. So yeah, no, it all depends now.
So what is it about the entertainment industry that keeps you grounded and keeps you motivated? And how do you navigate the landscape of the film and television? Because there's trends out there. There's so many things going on that pull you away from your vision.
Right.
So how do you stay motivated and grounded?
I mean, look, I've never been a follower, so it's like I got to go back to my roots in Jersey. I've never really been like a fanboy, so even when I'm around, stars or whatever, I talk to them like you and I talking, and it's like it's kind of a relief to a lot of big names, actors and actresses, because everybody is trying to get at them for what you can, what they can do for you. Oh man, can you get me in this? Can you get me in that? And I just talk to them. If it happens, it happens. But just I don't know. I guess, like I said, just my upbringing. I'm not a follower like that. So whatever trends or whatever sayings, like everybody, what is this word? Everybody acting like just came out this year. Narcissism. I'm like, that's been a word. Been a word for centuries, right? But now that's the trending word. So everybody's a narcissist or narcissistic. And I said, well, I'm a word nerd, so I've been new to the word narcissist, but that's the word everybody uses now. So just just my upbringing. I'm gonna do me. I'm not gonna do what everybody else do. I'm gonna continue to do me, and it's been working. So I'm gonna continue doing me.
Exactly. If people just be themselves,
Right.
and from the very beginning, then they won't have to pretend for so long, and then now you're yourself and nobody likes you.
What's the representative? If you don't have a representative, just be you from jump. You got to keep up the facade, because I'm like, I don't got time to be trying to be two people. Look, hard enough just being me. Now I got to be somebody else when I'm around you or in front of. Now I'm gonna be me.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna miss this. I know I'm gonna miss this word. Nas, was it Nasavir?
Nasavari.
See, I told you I was gonna mess it up.
Yeah.
Films. Okay. Yeah. It's your brainchild.
Yes, ma'am.
What inspired you to, find, be a founder of this production company, and what do you hope that it would contribute to the entertainment industry?
Okay, so what made me kind of create it is a compilation of things. Like once I really got on board, I always found myself helping everybody else. Like, if I know somebody who's doing the film, let's say, oh, you know what, I got somebody for this one. And I've helped even the series that I was co-writing for a few years, Atlanta's Ugly 2.0 and 2.1. I cast over, I think, 67 actors and actresses, by putting them in the show and creating characters for them and doing the dialogue for them. And I didn't realize, that's just me. So I wasn't looking for accolades, but somebody was watching, because I ended up winning the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for helping over 150 actors and actresses in their career. And I'm like, well, damn, who watching me? And counting. And, so I happened to start looking back at the photo. I was like, damn, it has been. So it's like, if I've been doing it anyway, and then, I dedicated it to, well, my first two grandchildren by my oldest daughter. She just had another baby 3 days ago. So I'm
Oh, congratulations.
thank you again. But the my grandson name is Nas, and my granddaughter's Avriana. So I just took both the names and put Nasavri. So it's Nas and Avery, but when you say it fast, it's Nasavri. So it was unique. A nice little dedication to it. And I'm just since I'm behind the camera now as well, and I'm directing, I'm producing now. I'm learning how to do the filming and editing too. So that's a whole production right there. It's like I'm almost a one-stop shop. I cast, I direct, I write. So it's like I got my own films and stuff, and then and I just created a Facebook group under the production company. And luckily, since I've been in all these movies, I've worked with so many actors and actresses, so I know who can do who. So I got them all in one group. So I'll hand pick before I make a general casting. I already know everybody in that group do their thing. So it's not like nobody's outshining the other. So, when I put a casting in, I did for a character a couple of days ago. I put it in. It seemed like as soon as I hit send, I got an email to somebody doing the video for it, and she got it. It was like, because nobody outshines. I mean, everybody in there do their thing. So it's all about, you got to be on it. Because, one young lady, she was like, well, I'll do it tomorrow. We didn't pick that character in 5 minutes. She came, knocked it out, and, that was it. So, yeah, that was kind of part of the reason why it was my brainchild. It's like, I've been doing the work anyway, and I'm still continuing to do it. So why not capitalize on it? Just create my own production company now. When I bring people in and send them out to people.
I love it. Look at you building a legacy. I love it.
Trying.
Your grandkids got to be proud of you. I love that. I love that for you. So you've worked across so many major platforms like Peacock TV, Amazon Prime, Tubi. What has it been like to see your work reach such a broad, diverse audience?
It's awkward. I'm still not, because I'm shy, and I wouldn't say a introvert, but I'm like introverted, with a little. I'm sorry. Let me plug this laptop in. I'm talking about my battery about to die. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yeah, so I'm like an introverted extrovert, I guess. So it's still awkward. I see myself on there, and we're the biggest critics of ourselves, and I still I could have did that a little better, this and that. But it's definitely different, especially when people recognize me. Most of the time, it's young ladies, because like I said, from that movie Under His Control, yeah, I was like a piece of work in that, and plus that was a young lady's true story. So, and now that I wear glasses for real, I really look like the character. So it's like, they'll come in the store because I got my own security contract. So I'll be standing there. I got the vest and gun and whatnot on, and they looking at me, and I'm like, why are you staring at me? Because I just needed to hear your voice. You that husband? I was like, yeah, I'm that husband. She said, I don't know if I want to punch you in the face more for doing it to her, or punch her in the face for letting you do it. I said, yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Because the young lady whose story it was, she was there. She's an executive producer. And there was a lot of times when we were filming, we had to stop because it got emotional, because now she's reliving it, and you're on the outside looking in, so you can see just how much you took and how much you shouldn't have took. So it's parts like when I threw the kids out in the movie and took the trash bags with their clothes in it and flung it out on top of them and whatnot. Yeah, we had to stop because I'm in character, so I can't see what's going on behind me. So when they yell cut, the young lady, well, Moni Sutton, she played Money. Lord, let me not mess her name up. Money Sutton played my wife, who was actually, she's playing the true life character. After the part, she had her back turned and whatnot. I know you're supposed to be crying, but she really crying. I'm looking out, and I'm still balled up and whatnot. And I turn around, and the real young lady, she's in the corner, collapsed, crying. And like the guys, the cameraman, they got tears in their eyes. I was like, okay.
Oh my goodness, cut.
My thing in that one then, but yeah, it was a couple of emotional scenes like that. But yeah, just
So now I'm ready to ask you some out of the box questions that make you think. You ready?
I'm ready.
If your creative process were a time travel experience, what past version of yourself would you go back to visit, and what advice would you give to that person about the future?
I would go back to 18 when I went to the Navy. I would have chosen a different line of work and not had chosen the job that I chose to stay close to the New Jersey because of the girl I was dealing with at that time. I was trying to stay near, so I'm picking jobs that's keeping me close to Jersey. But I didn't pick a job that I could use when I got out. Like I was the green shirt on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier. So I'm the one who went, hooked the jets up, and then got from up under there and got out the way before the jets took off. Or I was the one that caught the jets, with the cable, the arresting gear, the cable that catches them to keep them when they land, keeps them from flying off the other side of the ship because they're going so fast. Couldn't use that when I got out. If anything, I would have did something like fueler. I could have been at the airport fueling jets and whatnot. So, just stuff like that. It would have changed the course of, my life far as a little bit after that. But because I would go back to 18 because that would have changed the course of everything. Everything would have been done different. I might have stayed in a little longer. I might not have hurt my knee and had to get out. So, yeah, 18, definitely.
18.
Yeah.
So imagine your creative journey as a series of chapters in a book.
Mm-hmm.
What would the title be of that chapter, that next chapter? And how do you envision shaping the rest of your journey in the story?
So the chapter of my life now is definitely a new beginning. I'm talking with everything, the physical part, because I think I lost 30 pounds since I last met you. Because I was going through a lot. And like I said, so you met me for the first time, but everybody else was like, is he all right? And he looked different and this and that. Because I wasn't myself. My acting was on point. So, I carried myself, but I was going through a lot. So definitely this is definitely a brand new chapter. And as far as going forward, I'm just gonna keep on reaching, higher and higher. I mean, I'm good with the fame. I mean, I don't care. It's a lot of popular actors that you don't know their name. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can name what movie they was in, you can name stuff they've done, but you never. I don't really need I don't got to win an Oscar and all that. Now, the fortune I want. I can manage the fortune. I didn't had money before, so I done got all that foolishness out of my system when I was in my 20s. So I'm not all the jewelry and the cars and all that. I've already done that. So now, I'm a whole nother person. I'm 51 now. I'm not all that running around. I'm trying to eat right, hit this gym, stay healthy, and be happy.
I know that's right. That's all it's about. When you start getting older, it's the small things that matter. Like you just want peace. Like you want to eat right.
I didn't know how important that word was until I had none.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. And then when you get it, it's like, damn, this is what it's like.
Right. It feels good.
I can deal with this. Exactly.
I agree. So we're down to the last question. So what would the entertainment industry look like if we measured success not by the audience size or the viewers, but by the emotional, intellectual impact, that the content gives us?
Right. Well, that's tricky because that's what most people measure success on: views, popularity, and things like that. A lot of people don't really go is deep to even think about that. Like there are certain films that should be way bigger than they are because of the content. But since
Yes.
it's not the topic, well, I'll just say we, because they figure all we can do is write about killing each other, selling drugs, cheating on each other, and that's what we do because it's popular. And most filmmakers, it can get expensive. So I don't want to use the word chasing the dollar, but they're trying to use what they can, to make life easier. So they stay within certain trends. I'm trying to, think out the box, when I'm doing films, but I still have to come back to certain standards because that's what keeps interest. So gotta do it. I don't gotta do it all the time, but I gotta give them a little bit. Gotta give you a little shooting, a little cheating. So I gotta sprinkle it in because it's real life.
You're right.
Yes,
Right.
gotta
But the
keep it.
sad part about it is, trends matter. Like people go viral, but if you think about the word viral in itself,
Right,
the
right,
definition is not good, right?
right, right. Yeah, the whole
So,
definition is negative. Really, yeah. Viral, virus. Yeah, absolutely.
right. So, but
Yeah.
people, they lose themselves trying to be that person, and then
Mhm.
just to come back to that person again. It's sad, but some people actually become famous off of
Right,
things
right.
they do.
Yeah, and that's what just it's like the snowball effect. It's like, wow,
Mhm.
she done got on YouTube. I remember when she started 3 years ago. Now
Right.
she in a mansion, and you still watching her go shopping and Gucci and this and that, all from something you feel you could have done. So now it's like, okay,
And you
yeah,
still working to
right,
get what she had. That's the
that
sad
part,
part.
that part.
All right, so this is what I like to call the BTS 30 Seconds of Fame. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna do your countdown, and then after your countdown, you're gonna be on the stage by yourself. This is your time to shine, let everybody know how to follow your journey, what's coming up next for you in 2025, all the good stuff about you.
Okay,
So after the countdown, it's on you.
gotcha.
All right. It's on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, am I supposed to be talking now? so So how you guys doing? Once again, my name is Therron Dumas. So what some of the things I have coming up for 2025, I'm directing a movie called Assassin's Redemption, and that is written by Amy McCorkle, and it's going to be a collaboration between my production company, Nisari Films, and also Eagle Entertainment. I have a movie another movie I'm directing by Eagle Entertainment called Unspoken. I am in the series called Marriage Rehab. I have another movie I've written that we're going to put out called Scripted Lies. That's based off of a true story about you know what? I ain't gonna even do it right now. I have another film called No Love Lost, and about to shoot the first episode of my series called, I believe it's called Shattered Vows. I think it's called Shattered Vows. I have so much stuff that I'm working on, and that's a marriage movie. Quick synopsis: young lady, whole wedding party's outside. Wedding is going on. Groom doesn't come outside. They go to check on the groom. Groom is in the bathroom, unresponsive. So we'll say that. But I have about 7 movies and about 3 series that I am working on, as far as I'll be casting, filming, directing, and we trying to get them all out, all in 2025. So at least 8 projects that between me writing it or me directing. So stay tuned and look out for me.
Awesome. You over there working. I'm
Man,
proud of
working.
you.
Thank you. Working.
Well, thank you so much for taking out the time of your day, because I know you're a busy man,
Thank
to
you for
talk
having
to me
Always.
and allow me to shine this light on you. And it was a pleasure meeting you in person. I hope that we can cross paths again one day, because yeah, I'm trying to get back.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. No, don't go nowhere. I don't
Okay.
go nowhere. Thank you so much to everybody else for tuning into this amazing episode, Mr. Therron Dumas. The name in itself should tell you everything. When I heard his last name, I was like, yeah, I love his last name. So thank you so much for joining us today on Breaking the Silence. Remember, the courage to share your truth is the first step towards healing. And every story that we tell brings us closer to understanding, growth, and change. So if today's episode has resonated with you in some type of way, share it with somebody that needs it. And let's keep breaking the silence together. So until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and always speak your truth. Later.
Hey,
Alistair,
why are you doing this?
as long as the hand exists, it's better that he's prepared for the war that's coming than to sit there and rot. Gentry sometimes need to be kept in check. It's all for the goodness of peace.
Peace has never been your strong suit.
I seem to remember your purge during the Spanish Inquisition, so don't question my methods or my intentions.
Do you want to go home?
No, they candy.
Jason, look, I love you. You know that. But I already told you, boys don't play with Barbies.
Jason loves
Okay,
candy.
fine. But wait a minute. Where's the G.I. Joe that I gave you?
Swimming.
Swimming where?
Toilet.
Okay? Stay put. I'll be right back. All right?
You play Lizzie.
Very funny. And no peeking under Candy's skirt. I'm watching you.
Thanks for watching another episode of Breaking the Silence. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.